Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have the do's and don'ts of glitter nails, and with the holidays right around the corner, I felt like this would just be perfect. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so first, whenever you're doing glitter nails, make sure you're using a peel-off base coat because getting off glitter nails just sucks. So make sure you apply a peel-off base coat. These are just two that I have. And then I'm just letting that dry completely, and I know it takes longer to dry compared to a normal base coat, but trust me, it's worth it. And then for my first example, I'm going to be using Floss Gloss dimepiece, and I'm just applying one coat of that. You don't necessarily have to apply one coat before you sponge on your nail, but I just tend to do this. So I'm just going to apply that and then let it dry completely. Next, you're going to need a barrier, and I've been trying to find more affordable products to recommend to you guys. So I found these off Amazon. It was like 5 packs for $6.99, and you can definitely tell that they're cheaper. They're thinner and stickier, but I mean, they still work, and they have 2-day shipping, so I mean, hey. So if you've been following this series, you know this next part is very similar to the glitter gradient. You're going to grab your makeup sponge or cosmetic wedge, same thing, and then you're just going to take some tape and clean off your sponge. Make sure there's no hair or lint or cotton stuff on it. Next, you're going to wipe your glitter nail polish right onto the sponge, and the whole point of this is to soak up that clear nail polish and just leave you with glitter. And the glitter nail polish I'm using for this is actually almost out, so there's not much clear nail polish left, but you can use any glitter nail polish you want for this. And then you're just going to sponge that onto your nail by just bouncing it up and down onto your nail. And then you're just going to repeat this once all of the glitter is off of that sponge. And this nail polish is pretty packed with glitter, so I only had to repeat this process twice. If you have a nail polish that's 90% clear nail polish, it will take longer and you'll have to repeat this a few more times, but you will get the same results. Also, you don't have to apply your glitter nail polish this way. I know some people like that scattered glitter look just by applying it with the brush. So, I mean, if you like that, go for it. This is just for the people who want that full-on packed glitter nail without having it get too thick or globby. So next, I have 3 tips that I like to do using a toothpick. The first thing I like to do is kind of separate any glitter that may be stuck to my nail and the barrier. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I feel like it makes it easier to peel off your barrier, and oh my gosh, that was actually so satisfying. Anyways, the next thing I like to do is take a toothpick and gently push in any glitters that may be kind of out of place and messing up the line around your cuticle, and just kind of just push it back. And definitely be careful when you're doing this because you don't want to accidentally smush into your nail. And then lastly, you can also take a toothpick and just add a few pieces of glitter if you think an area needs it. And then you're just going to apply your top coat and make sure you cap the tip just to get rid of any bumpiness from the glitter. And I know some people don't like this textured finish, so you can add a second top coat. Just make sure it's really thin and that you let the previous one dry completely so that it doesn't get too thick. Next, we're going to move on to using loose glitter, which, oh my gosh, you guys, I used to struggle so much with this. So first you're going to need a fan brush. It's just this brush that looks like a fan, and you're going to need some loose glitter. You can use, honestly, any loose glitter. You can use nail loose glitter, makeup loose glitter, craft store loose glitter, just glitter. And I'm going to use this brush to pick it up and also to clean off my nail. And then you're also going to need a paper towel or a napkin or even a piece of paper, just something to put under your nail because glitter can be so messy, and you also want to be able to just scoop your glitter back into the container. First, I'm going to paint my nails using a color that's really similar to the color of my glitter. And the reason you want to do this is so that if anything shows through the glitter, it's not as obvious. Right after I apply that second coat, I'm going to take my fan brush and just dump glitter on top of my nail. And make sure you're working fast because you want the nail polish to still be wet because it has to stick to the nail. If you can, you definitely want to hold your nail over the glitter container so that it falls right back in. But I know sometimes the container is super small or you just forget, so that's why the paper towel's there, because you can just kind of scoop it right back into the container. Once your nail is completely covered, you're just going to flip over your finger and then tap it, and basically you're trying to get off any excess glitter because you don't want it to be too thick. And then I'm just going to take my fan brush and wipe off any excess glitter around my nail and cuticle area. And look how pretty that is, you guys. Oh my gosh, I seriously love glitter. And then sometimes I like to lightly brush across the top of my nail just to get off more excess glitter, but definitely be careful when you're doing this so you don't accidentally smudge into the nail. Once everything is cleaned off, you're just going to apply your top coat. And when you're applying your top coat, just make sure you kind of glide over the glitter. Don't push into the glitter because it'll kind of drag it up, and you don't want that. And then you also don't want to dip your brush back into the container before you wipe it off because it'll probably have little pieces of glitter stuck to it. So I like to just wipe it off on a makeup sponge, or you can just wipe it off on a piece of paper just to clean it off before you put it back into the bottle. And then again, I normally do 2 top coats for this just to smooth everything out, but just make sure you're keeping them thin. So sometimes your fan brush can get pretty dirty and you can't just wipe it off with a paper towel. So I like to just take some acetone and just dip it in there, let it soak a little bit. And then I just dry that off with a paper towel, or you can kind of rub it in between your fingers because it kind of dries it quicker. I don't know why, but then you have a new fan brush. So now I'm going to show you a few don'ts, and I have actually done all of these in the past. So first off, you want to make sure you don't have any nail polish on your skin before you pour your glitter, because it will be stuck to your skin, as you can see right here. So make sure you're cleaning up before you pour any glitter onto your nail. Another thing you don't want to do is leave parts uncovered. So down there, I didn't put the second coat, so it just wipes right off and I have some gaps, and that just looks bad. So don't do that. Another thing you don't want to do is wipe off the top of your nail too hard, because that second coat is probably still wet, so it's easy to bump into, and then you have a dent in your nail. And you know, nobody wants a dent. So moving on to the third example, this is actually the same technique, except I'm going to be giving you guys a few more tips. So I'm actually going to be using a makeup glitter, and this was actually in my last video that I tried to do a makeup look, but I'm using this NYX glitter, and then I popped out the plastic part that has little holes because I just feel like it's easier to pour. So again, I'm starting off with a wet base and then just pouring the glitter on, and you want to make sure that you're tapping off your finger and then wiping off any excess glitter with the fan brush. And also, if you realize that you forgot a spot or a spot dried too quickly and there's no glitter stuck to it, what you can do is take a small brush and a little bit of clear coat and just put that on that area and then re-pour the glitter. And then again, once everything is cleared off, you're just going to apply your top coat. And I know it looks super pretty without a top coat, but this is not an option, you guys. If you don't apply a top coat, the glitter is just going to keep falling off of your nail, so just make sure you apply a top coat to seal everything in. And again, make sure you wipe off your nail polish brush so you don't mess up your top coat. I ended up applying a second top coat for this one too, and you want to make sure that the second top coat is a really glossy one, so I'm going to be using Hansen Miracle Gel top coat. And I turned my nail to the side so you guys can see that it still doesn't get really thick. It's still really pretty as long as you keep your coats thin. I know I keep saying that, but it's really important. To finish off this video, I have a few more things that you don't want to do. The first thing you don't want to do is apply your glitter right over a clear base, because if anything shows through, it'll be really obvious. Another thing that, oh my gosh, please do not do this, you guys. If you don't tap your nail off and then you just go to apply your top coat, it's going to be a hot mess. It's just going to drag into the nail polish. You're going to get gaps in your nail, and it's going to destroy your brush. I destroyed my brush in this video just to show you guys what not to do. It's like, has glitter clumps all stuck to it, so, I mean, I could probably still clean it off, but I sacrificed my brush for you guys because that's how much I care. And then also, oh my gosh, I've actually tried this too. Do not take your brush and try to dip it into the glitter to try to put it onto your nail and missing gaps. Oh my gosh, please, guys, just don't do that. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. It's just going to make it look worse. So that is it for this video. There is actually another technique with loose glitter where you're actually burnishing the glitter into your nail to make it lay flat and give you a whole new look. And I didn't want to get into that because I wanted this video to stay focused more towards beginners, but I will link 2 really good videos that show you that technique as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have more tips, as always, feel free to leave them down below in the comments, and I will see you next Wednesday for another do's and don'ts. Bye!